This is English shorthand dictation number 12. Be ready. 5 seconds. Start. Assuming that any such assurance was given to the appellant either by the state government or by the director that the appellant or any of his colleagues would be promoted as lecturers, let us examine whether the rule of promissory estoppel could be invoked in the particular circumstances of the case. Stop. Applying the above principles to the instant case, even if it is accepted that the state government or the director medical education and training assured the appellant or any of his colleagues that they would be promoted to the post of lecturer, such a promise cannot be enforced against the respondents as the avenue of promotion for demonstrators to the post of lecturers was not provided either under the statute or any executive instruction. Stop. Moreover, if the post of lecturer was filled up by promotion of demonstrator, it would defeat the existing mode of recruitment, namely that it can be filled up by direct recruitment only and not by promotion. Stop. It may also be stated that the appellant did not make any clear, sound and positive averment as to which officer of the government, when and in what manner gave the assurance to the appellant or any of his colleague that they would be promoted as lecturers. Stop. The state government thereafter issued a government order dated 6/9/2006 which relates to all the animal slaughter houses owned by urban local bodies in the state of UP. Stop. By the said government order, license was to be granted for a minimum period of 5 years and maximum period of 10 years. Stop. Para. Certain other conditions relating to transparency in granting the license by public auction as well as obtaining the mandatory permission from the State Pollution Control Board had also been mentioned. Stop. The said policy decision was later amended by the state government to the extent that the term of license mentioned in the said government order would be amended as minimum period of 5 years and maximum period of 20 years. Stop. He further contends that the alleged compromise was a valid compromise and it had also been signed by the respondent number 5. Stop. In such a situation, this aspect has completely escaped, which was essential as the respondent number 5 had full knowledge of the proceedings as well as the sale deeds in favor of the petitioners, but no steps were taken for seeking any declaration in relation to the sale deeds of the petitioners before the appropriate forum. Stop. He further contends that the name of the petitioners had already been entered into revenue records under the orders of the Tehsildar, which have not been challenged, and therefore the petitioners have acquired a legal right over the land in dispute, which cannot now be reopened by the consolidation officer on the basis of the remand order. Stop. He therefore submits that the orders of the Deputy Director of Consolidation as well as the Settlement Officer Consolidation deserve to be set aside. Stop. Shri Rajneesh Rai further contends that the revision has been dismissed, treating the order of the Settlement Officer Consolidation to be not final between the parties as an interlocutory order, which is also an erroneous approach in law, and so far as the aforesaid observation of the Deputy Director of Consolidation is concerned, the order of the Settlement Officer Consolidation is not an interlocutory order. Stop. Over.